guys, and welcome to my May TBR, which is huge during the quarantine. I just want to finish a bunch of books that I've been putting on TBR after TBR after TBR, and I've read part of them. A lot of these have bookmarks in them, and I just want to finish them. So first up is Christina and Lauren's Love in Other Words. This is an emotional read I hear by them. I don't really know what it's about. It's been on so many TBRs of mine that it has been on so many TBRs of mine, but I'm so excited for it. I just read another Christina and Lauren. It was Twice in a Blue Moon by them, and they put it out I think last October, and it was so good. But this is one that's different for them, where most of theirs is like romance and steamy reads. This one was supposed to be an emotional read. An emotional romance. So it was a little bit different for them, and I'm so excited for it. The next book is Falling in Love with English Boys by Jensen. This one is like a travel in time one, and I've had it on since I think February on my TBR. So I haven't actually started this one, but I saw it there and I was like, yes, May sounds like a great month. And I wanted two of these like more romantic ones because they read a little easier for me versus some of the other books I picked. The next one my brother gave me, and it's SEAL Team 6, The Hunt of the Wolf. There's like a whole nother series of these by Mann, with Ralph Petzullo. But this is like an offshoot of that series he started, and he said it was really good and I should start with this one. So I'm gonna believe him. And I really do like military, like action-packed books a lot. So this one sounds really, really good. Not sure what it's about. In the midst of grueling training exercise, Navy SEAL Thomas Crocker unearths a pocket of terrorism that leads straight from the slopes of K2, leads slopes from K to the cities of Europe and the Middle East. Crocker and his team are trained with the most intense kinds of combat in the most extreme environments. So that sounds really good and really fun. This one, this book came out January 7th, and it was on my TBR, I think, back in January, and it's been on it ever since. And I really do want to read this one. I don't know why. I'm on like page 11. I just need to pick it up and sit down and read it. And I love the feeling of this, so I'm sure when I read it, I'm gonna like be petting the velvety cover. Anyways, Lady Clementine is by Marie Benedict, and it is Lady Clementine is by Marie Benedict, and it is about Winston Churchill's wife during the war years. Educated, a memoir by Westover. This was like on my goals to finish reading last year, because I barely started it last year and I just never picked it up again, as you can see. But this is a nonfiction piece by Westover. It's about how she grew up uneducated, and none of her family was educated, and they've kind of lived in this back area. Survivalists. They were survivalists, and so she grew up in a very different world, but then she goes off and gets herself educated, passes the test to get into college and everything, and she kind of falls in love, I think, with education from there. But I'm still in the beginning parts of her stuff, and it's all still like really, really shocking. The next one is Love Lettering by Clayborn. This one I've had checked out for the library forever because the libraries are closed, so it's like I just have to get to this one. So this one is near the top of my list. Love Lettering is like a girl who gets paid for her penmanship, I believe. I feel really close, so I'm gonna scoot back a little. She gets paid for her penmanship, and she writes something into like somebody's wedding announcement, and that wedding doesn't really work out, and the guy comes to hunt her down because he like noticed what she wrote in, I guess. But yeah, Love Lettering. I've heard really good reviews by it, and I flat out need to read it before the libraries actually do open. Hopefully they open soon. The next one is Where the Crawdads Sings by Delia Owens. This is a hugely famous novel as well, just like Educated. Everybody's loved it. I've only read part of it, and when I sat down and read it, I really got into it, and then I put it down because something else came up, and I haven't picked it up again, and I need to. This is like a book, I don't know why. Like, why? Why have I not picked this up for the last 6 months? No idea, but I'm excited about this one. This one is also kind of in the backwoods. So far, this girl, there's like this rumor about this marsh girl, but there's kind of a lot going on. I'm not sure what the whole story is about, but it was really good from what I had read so far. But yeah, she runs away. Like, she gets like picked up to go to school, and she runs away from the school actually. So she's just waiting for some of her brothers and sisters kind of all left her there. The next one is, this came out March 1st. This is The Hideaway by Jason Pinter, or this came out January 7th. I don't know why it has March 1st on the side. This came out January 7th by Jason Pinter, and it's The Hideaway. This is about a woman who takes herself and hides herself away of her children into this like small town, takes herself out of this like area of crime, and then the crime follows her, and the mayor ends up dying in this small town. So, sounds like a suspense thriller. It sounds really, really good. And it's about time I got around to it, and it's been raining here a lot, and I saw this cover with rain on it, and it's a new book this year, so I was like, yes, why not? Why not? So this is This Terrible Beauty by Katrin Schumann, I believe. But this book is about like a girl on the end of World War II, and she's living in East Germany and trying to put her life together after the war. This is right up my alley kind of book, and some trouble obviously ensues in that. There's kind of a lot went on in East Germany at that time, and also with her relationships, and Germany was at a very vulnerable place there, and she ends up getting with this bureaucrat, I believe, at the time. So yeah, it sounds really good. It sounds right up my alley. This book also came out, I think, in January something. So, and also Rachel Benham with Stars recommended this book. Loved Benham and My Stars. It was my first 5-star read of this year, so I can't wait to read this one. And the last book is Jane Austen's Persuasion. I wanted to do a reread of Persuasion this month because last year an author put out my favorite rewrite of Pride and Prejudice. Sonali, I believe is her name. I hate it, whatever. I'll put this picture up here of the book. Anyways, her book of Persuasion comes out, and I think it is an offshoot from the same family line. But I loved her Pride and Prejudice edition. It was great. It was beautiful. It got the satire of Jane Austen. So I want to reread Persuasion, and then hopefully maybe I'll get to that book this month. But it is in my new in books if you want to go ahead and check it out. My new in books is out before this. So I'll link up a card. All right, those are all the books I want to get to read in May. I just want to do a ton of wrap-ups of books I haven't read. I've been doing that here in April, actually, of books that I was kind of actually further along than these ones. But I want to continue that tradition since we have a lot of time to read. These are 11 books, but I like to read, and we're in quarantine, so yeah. I hope you're all healthy and safe and happy, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!